All right, folks. So this is where Twitch chat gets to act like I didn't just say all this crap, okay? Because I kind of have to do it for the YouTube squad. Which, by the way, the viewership on the Extra channel has been amazing. Thank you, everyone. And thank you to everyone who does the spoiler block as well. So the top comment is always spoiler block. There's now a race for people to make the spoiler block comment. That's so sick. So thank you, everyone who's just been watching wherever. And, you know, this is the second round now. So we're technically in round 3 timeline. DauT was sick. And so we gave them time to recover. So we will see DauT and Lierey's third round within a day. Then they will be officially caught up. DauT is 0-3. So DauT needs wins. And, I mean, Liereyy just absolutely... Sebastian just absolutely smashed him in that first round. And so DauT would have looked at the schedule and said, I've got to play Sebastian and then I've got to place Liereyy. Like, these could be the top 2 in the group. And probably didn't like that schedule. Now, in theory, the sets get a little bit easier for him, but DauT's kind of in competition with some other players that are doing pretty well. Yo's at 4 wins after 2 rounds. And then, or is Yo at... I think Yo's at 4 wins after... Well, I got to double check on that, actually. I'm not remembering. But anywho, you got Dragonstar, who's also doing very well in the group. And Margugu has said, Margugu is not in a good spot right now. Margugu said, I don't care if I get relegated, as long as I take DauT down with me. And I just freaking love that because they play each other in the 5th round. So we'll see what DauT brings to the table today. They are very close together here. They're kind of on the right-hand side. So the left of the map is not going to be as important for map control. And they might even... There's a slight chance that they dock the same pond, actually. Which would be kind of wild. Liereyy is going to dock over here. And DauT... Well, he scouted this, so I think he'll dock down here. Okay. Can you imagine if they both showed up to the same pond in Dark Age? That'd be crazy. DauT scout sees a gold and sees a straggler tree and sees deer and sees death. Oh, God. Well, it didn't die, but he probably died a little bit inside. That's huge for DauT, though, that he didn't lose his scout. The scout's the most important thing. And now he knows that Lierey's there. That can help him game plan a little bit here. Liereyy, he's scouting, and he's probably expecting DauT's TC to be here, but it'll take him some time. And he'll realize that DauT's pretty close. Now, map-wise, I think DauT's map's pretty safe. Safe gold, safe stone. Berries could be awkward, but still. Liereyy, berries pretty safe. Stone may be more exposed. Kind of hard to say here, but this map's all about how much multitasking you can have and how much pressure you can have in the different areas, which is why I'm leaning towards Liereyy. And I talked a lot about the DauT narratives, but guys, Liereyy looked so good in his first round. Granted, he was up against Margugu. Sorry, Margugu, but I just feel as though Lierey's looked in such good shape in tournaments recently. In the past, I thought his preparation wasn't right until later stages, but he seems ready to go. And DauT, I think, just lost... Did he steal? I think he stole turkeys or geese or... Okay, geese. And he tried to bring them home, and he just lost them here. So he was scouting the north as well. Didn't find a dock. So he should know that Lierey's there. That could be good for DauT. He knows the dock location. And it's right next to him, too. He's Persians. If you get a Persian dock up on the opponent's pond, it's really hard for them to get rid of you. I think he might be double checking now. He's like, is that what I think it is? But he knows about the TC location. He knows there's not a dock up here, and he should correctly assume this. Now, what about Lierey's scouting? Okay, so Liereyy found the main gold. Liereyy didn't actually find the dock, but he should know DauT is around here. And he should then know as well that his pond could be very exposed here. Yo, Afifa? I don't know if... Tell me if I said your name correctly. Thank you, Afifa, for the gifted subs. Also, thank you for subbing yourself. First time sub and also dropping the gifts is awesome. Sick. Thank you. Scouting is just everything on this map. And the one thing that DauT's going to want to pay a close eye on is the front of the base. Because man-at-arms from Japanese is really common. There's no barracks yet. We know that won't be the case. but will DauT know that? And now Liereyy sees the barracks from DauT. May double check the gold, see if DauT's on golds. And DauT now finds the geese again. Man, these geese have been everywhere, man. It kind of feels like DauT is a little confused about the dock situation from Liereyy. Like, he needs to see it before he confirms. Sometimes players just kind of pick up on what is happening based on what they have and have not seen. Okay, and now he sees it. That is like, maybe I'm wrong, but that feels like an open invitation to pressure that. It's definitely way better for DauT to have had this dock here in the south. Just so safe. And now the geese get found again. And now DauT will move forward, and Lierey's going to send the geese back home. Liereyy walling up. Liereyy will open with a stable. DauT will open with a range. I think part of this opening range, I think, feels natural if you're up against man-at-arms. Maybe DauT was still thinking that could be the case from Liereyy. But hasn't seen the stable, hasn't seen the barracks. It's actually going to be range and also scouts from Liereyy. And he saw it was range from DauT, by the way. So he knew that right when it was going up. And DauT is just now going to see Lierey's going for the stable. And Lierey's going to go for the range. So I've spoken to DauT a lot. And I can't, unfortunately, I can't give you all of DauT's insights. You know, he would probably never speak to me again. But something that he's kind of alluded to in the past with certain players, because there's what, like a 20-year age gap between these two. The APM's through the roof for Liereyy. Liereyy is known as one of the best micro players in the game. Something he's alluded to in the past is basically like, against certain players, his strategy can be better, and you still lose the game just because of the executional aspects, the fact that the opponent's other unit control is so good. And I feel like Liereyy falls into that category. Liereyy is just so comfortable in any micro engagements against DauT. So what DauT's going to do, right? What you then have to do is you have to make more units, right? If you can't do more with less, you have to have more with less ability, I guess. And this is not to say DauT's micro is bad or anything. I'm just saying that's in DauT's mind. That's in anyone's mind when they play against Liereyy here. So I think that's really what he's going for. Look at the amount of army he's got. So this will be scouts and skirms from both. We still haven't seen a sneak dock here, which is wild. DauT is just freely fishing in the south. And there is a villager headed over to the west at the moment. And Lierey's also fishing in the north. Okay. But other cross games have had a lot of water focus. And sneak docks, sneak vills. This seems all about the land right now. Fletching is in for Liereyy. Only one kill in the game. It's just that scout. And here comes Liereyy now. And Liereyy sniping spears already. And Liereyy does have a lot more idle time than DauT. That's worth pointing out. So he doesn't have as many villagers. And DauT is Persian. So DauT should have pretty healthy vill situation. Bloodline's now on the way for Liereyy. Wow. Also going for a bit of a wall off on the right and a bit of a wall off on the left. So he's pretty much safe. This feels like this game was going to end in feudal age. This is crazy army investment from both of them. But especially Liereyy. Lierey's going to have his bloodlines already. And guys, DauT has lost a lot of spearmen here to these skirmishers so far. If he doesn't have the spears there, he's in big trouble. I promise it's not scripted. It's just, with these two, you kind of know what you're going to get. And Liereyy, he just has so much confidence with his military against DauT. That's what has been his priority. DauT does have archers in the group. DauT does have the hill. DauT does have his own scouts. I think as long as DauT has archers in the group and holds the hill, this could be okay. But there's a lot of resources to try and spend right now. On the left side, they both have a dock. DauT, I don't think, saw Liereyy there. He did not. And I don't think he'll ever find him. Liereyy found... What? Liereyy didn't see him either? What? How does that even happen? Okay. I don't have time to focus on that. And I don't think the players are going to have time to focus on that either. This is way too intense on the front. But the fact that Lierey's opening with a fire galley is huge, obviously. I wonder if DauT picked up on the fact that Liereyy has bloodlines. Feels like he's starting to get confident. And Liereyy, sensing the confidence, will just come to the hill, and Liereyy will take the fight. Liereyy will definitely know he has the upgrade advantage. The skirms will focus down the archers. DauT's bringing Vils into the equation. This is so messy. It should be better for Liereyy because he's got the stronger scouts. But there's not many alive anymore. Again, what a crazy situation. DauT lost one Vil, and he kind of holds. Liereyy would have wanted a better fight there for the investment he went for. But he will have the fire galley killing the fishing ship on this side. DauT will probably react, and they'll just keep fighting for the pond. Resources collected is dead even. Like, so close. I think Liereyy didn't have forging in that fight. I think if he waits for forging there, it makes a pretty big difference. But he still had bloodlines and armor, and DauT didn't have any of that. DauT will advance forward for the first time in forever. And she is probably going to die. Nice engagement for DauT. And Liereyy, even though he spent all those resources ups to Castle Age, or sorry, to make the army, clicks to Castle Age faster, snipes the Vil over here, and is back to making some skirms. There's a building that DauT will build. Do you know what it is, chat? It's not the house. There's another building. You typically see... I mean, his resources are pretty well balanced. So, it's honestly not a situation where it feels like he would need a market. He'll be up later than Liereyy, but he could still up pretty naturally here. But usually DauT's dropping a market. That's pretty much perfect resource balance, though. And Liereyy is really cutting some corners compared to DauT. Over on this side, 2 docks from DauT, just 1 dock from Liereyy. We'll see what happens. Liereyy loses a Vil to DauT, and DauT clicks up. So no market gaming from DauT. What in the world is this? And this is some crazy pressure. This is so good. If you are up to Castle Age later, but your opponent has the tower, that's amazing. Your TC already works faster if you're Persians in the first place. And then your opponent can't build the second. Dream. Perfect from DauT. Man, he's looking so sharp compared to that first round. And now he's looking confident as well. Look at this. Sniping some Vils. Liereyy is clearly scared that army's going to dive through. Loses a couple more villagers. And DauT's going to stay here. He knows that Lierey's going to get upgrades. He says, I'll just stay. Which is so good. He'll probably lose this army. But it's an army that has accomplished more than it would have if he just ran away and lost it. I actually would have preferred that he'd stick around there, but I think in the end he still would love to keep this alive if he can. Liereyy on light cav with Japanese. That's interesting. And is losing control of the pond on the left. Light cav with Japanese is not something you see every day. Extra spears from DauT come in to help in the fight. DauT needs to be walled. DauT is not completely walled. You have to be fully walled here against light cav. He's making a lot of spears. He'll have stables to make camels or knights. Ranges to go cav archers if he wants to do that as well. This is wide open on the back. It feels like DauT's gained a really nice position for himself, and there's a hole! There's a hole! Oh, no, and there's going to be a whole lot of pain in DauT's base. Oh. Man, like, man, something that can be so frustrating sometimes as a player and then a caster is when someone gains a lead and they just don't protect it, you know? And that's precisely what we're witnessing here. Now Liereyy has... He has the ability to just run around and make life difficult for DauT. Liereyy has siege in the middle, but he also honestly doesn't have a ton of army either. He does have some knights, but it's just a scorpion there. And now DauT quick walls. And DauT has camels. He didn't lose a lot. He'll drop the TC. He's got spears around. The light cav are weak. DauT should be fine here. Not to mention, DauT will likely win this pond. And could maybe fish there. Quick wall, DauT. Quick gate. Nope. Yeah, he's fine. Now, this is where the fishing ships start to run out of food. So, fish trapping's important. DauT's about to have 7 fishing ships without actual food income associated with them. And now he's getting pressured on the front because the light cav are harassing so heavily in the back. Lierey's trying to group that up. DauT's got the camels, though. DauT doesn't have any armor or attack upgrades. He does lose some scorpions. He does lose some camels. But he'll kill the light cav. And I don't know. It actually feels pretty good for Liereyy in the end. He killed a lot of camels there. He only lost 1 scorpion. DauT's bringing in resources much faster now, but can he spend it in time? He drops the TC. Liereyy just 1 town center. He's going to go cav archers too. Wow. Well, I mean, this can be kind of awkward for Liereyy right now. If DauT's on 3 TCs booming, he has to break DauT in some way. And so far, the difference between the two has really just been upgrades. DauT went for numbers before, but he's been super late on upgrades. Still no armor, still no forging for the camels. But you don't need... I personally don't think you need full armor on camels. I just think you need the first one. Just the first armor upgrade, then I'm feeling better against +2 knights. DauT's eco is going to be incredible, but when you're Persians, you don't actually have the food eco to produce vills out of 3 TCs and produce camels out of stables. You get stuck here. Yeah, and you're always going to opt for the vill production as a player in DauT's position. Looking for fish. There's no fish left. These are 8 useless fishing ships. Is fishing over here, though. That's really helpful. But that army's crazy from Liereyy. This is all in from Liereyy. I would love to see some rams right now to take out these buildings. Normally, I'm not a big fan of rams. Now, I am a big fan of this. DauT knows he can't fight that army, so he'll try a counterattack. What can DauT do against this much army? Liereyy notices this. Quick walls the gold miners. 3 walls behind. Really well played. DauT's camel goes down. He's trying to produce. Fortunately for him, that camel actually will just get canceled. See if Liereyy loses these vills. He won't want to lose his army on the front. It's also really hard to all-in Persians. Like, Persian TCs just don't die, so... Man, that's crazy damage control from Liereyy. Just crazy. The unit that DauT needs here is Camel. He's got the right unit. He just needs the numbers. And he needs that hill, and he needs armor. Liereyy is on stone, but it's not, like, super heavy on stone, so I'm curious if he's going to send more there. Feels like this hill would be perfect for a castle. Liereyy doesn't want to pull too far away with his units here. DauT has some monk. DauT gets a conversion. Good conversion there from DauT. Might even get another conversion here. But Liereyy backs away. Liereyy must have lost that 1 vill there. He's dropping a TC back there now. And DauT, you can't be fighting up that hill. Oh, man, that's an awful engagement for DauT. Into the Scorpions, into the CA. He just doesn't have the time, guys. He doesn't have the time. Lierey's just got too many upgrades. He's got too much army here. And the eco lead for DauT is just going to disappear here. There's so many exposed areas. DauT's army disappears. It's 32 military for Liereyy and 11 for DauT. And all of that eco lead for DauT is just going to be inside of town centers. Does land a nice attack rounds, but that mangonel will go down. And man, what crazy aggression from Liereyy. Clearly, from the start, Liereyy said, I need to play land pressure against DauT. This cannot be a boom scenario. And it's kind of a difficult matchup to play heavy knights and light cav in, right? But the combo of Scorpions, the timing on the upgrades, and mixing in the cav archers as well was just too strong. I think for DauT, it was a really good performance this game. It was a very close game. But because of the pressure, he just didn't quite have the time to get the upgrades required for those camels. And there were a lot of instances. He produced 22 camels in this game. But there weren't many instances where we saw more than like 12 of them. Because he was losing them. He was losing them because of the pressure. And so it's easy to say, like, well, you know, you got to keep your camels alive. It's never that simple. But I think that was kind of part of it. And the boom was great for DauT. But I think in my experience with Persians, if you are just booming on 3 TCs, you can't also make knights and camels. Their TCs require so much food to fund the production that you just get stuck. And I think that explains the lack of armor and everything else there. So, well played from Liereyy. Liereyy wins the first game. Liereyy so far undefeated in Titans League Season 4. And DauT so far the opposite. This wasn't the home map or anything for DauT, though. He'll probably look to his home map to finally get a win on the board. But I don't know. They looked much sharper for DauT. I know he lost the game, but my faith has gone up a little bit more in DauT. And there's the 24k res collected. So game 2, and for the second time, we see Hindustanis on Shoals this season. And the other player who did it was Vinchester. And I know Vinchester does a lot of training. I know DauT tends to do a lot of training. And I know they've trained together in the past. So I think about it this way, right? DauT knows this is going to be tough for him. He got 3-0'd the first round. Then he was sick. And we gave them a couple-day extension so DauT could feel better. And so DauT could, he didn't have to, come off of right from his illness and immediately play the tournament. Give him a couple days to get warmed up and whatnot. So I love the Hindustanis. I think the Hindustanis are going to be great. And the last time we saw this, it was kind of this interesting matchup where neither player focused super heavily on water. That was Saracen's Hindustanis. But here, I think Lierey's got a civ where he will focus on water. So this might be two different approaches. I think Liereyy might be inclined to go feudal age into lots of docks and fish because he's Dravidians. But then DauT, I would guess, is going to play around stables here. Like scouts on the map to secure the golds and the relics. With Hindustanis, your scouts bust through buildings pretty quickly. It's just so nice to take some initiative and then adapt from there. And then in theory, your fish are protected underneath the tower. So we'll know based on dock location what they're doing. If DauT isn't going water, he will dock underneath the tower. If Liereyy is going water, he will probably dock away from the tower. And then his second dock will be under the tower. So we've got this. It's funny how much information you can gain just from a dock location on this map, but that's the way I see it anyways. But yeah, someone can do the math for me, but even if DauT wins 2 games here, the odds still aren't great for him in this group. He would be at 2 wins after 2 rounds. Granted, there's the third round tomorrow. But nah, I think if DauT could get 2 wins against Liereyy, it's actually sick. Because then he goes up against Dragonstar and Margugu, and he will see that he will feel like he's the favorite. And then he's fine as long as he controls his destiny there. But I'm putting this into the category of DauT's got to avoid getting swept. So we'll see if he can do that here and what his plan is. Wouldn't make any sense to go heavy water play as the Hindustanis against the Dravidians. The Dravidians have so many bonuses involved there. But yeah, DauT is like too smart a player to YOLO everything onto water here. He's definitely going to play around the golds on the sides. And Hindustanis have one of the best late games, but which late game would you actually prefer here, guys? Usually Hindustanis just have an answer for everybody because they've got the gunpowder and the camels. But I think Dravidians may actually be one of the few civs that could possibly be better there. They've got Halbs, which ignore armor. They're Wootsing, whatever that is. They're Wootsing their steel. And then the skirms fire faster. And the siege is a bit cheaper. I think Hindustanis are way easier to play. But the comp is probably still very good for the Dravidians. Not to mention Elephant Archer, too. Elephant Archer could be sick. Lierey's docked here, but he's getting Loom. And so I think Lierey's going to click up here. Man, I still haven't finished my morning coffee, and it's now the afternoon. I blame Age of Empires. I blame chat. Because if I sip my coffee for more than 2 seconds, everyone's like, muted! Muted! Octopetti, thank you for the 1.5 years. He says, this is a Margugu quote. It says, tell DauT I want him to know it was me. Oh, I like that. Dude, I so badly want DauT Margugu round 5. Loser gets relegated. But winner survives. If that was the confirmed situation, that would be so good. So good. But here's another scenario. Imagine this, okay? Imagine a scenario where Margugu's already relegated mathematically in the final series, but DauT needs 2 wins to survive. So Margugu has nothing to lose, DauT has everything to lose, and Margugu gets to try and bring DauT down with him. That would also be really good. Or it could be the reverse as well. DauT has nothing to lose. It doesn't matter what happens. And then Margugu needs the wins to survive. Both could happen. Would be sick. Thank you all the new primers, everybody. If you're appreciating the show, subbing's the best way. We set sub goals over the next month, so can do some cool stuff in the future. Numbers have been crazy already. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we're not going to rig it. We'll let the players do it. The beauty of our competitive scene, though, is that there's always going to be some great storylines regardless. So we don't have to NFL it and get the refs involved to have a certain team make, somehow, get certain results to go their way. Massage the results to go a certain direction. There's no referees here. Sorry, guys. So, Lierey's going for something we've seen before, but it's actually been like 2 weeks because a lot of the games we've seen have been galley v galley. But this is the play you do to punish DauT's build. So the idea is to snipe the fish and then immediately add your own fish behind. Now, DauT didn't dock directly underneath the sea tower, but he did save this fish and take some of the other fish first. So he thought about this. And so Liereyy could lose his galleys. But it's pretty patient from Liereyy. It looks like he's just going to sit here. Uh-oh, be careful. Honestly, as long as DauT can't take any fish but that fish, I think you should be fine if you're Liereyy. But he's going to micro. So what's better, the tower or Liereyy? I'm going with Liereyy. And DauT's going up. DauT is going to build the stable right in front of Lierey's face. And this confirms everything that I was expecting. And 9 fishing ships behind this for Liereyy. And now he needs to race his way to Castle Age. Wow, stone walls from Liereyy? That's crazy. That's not something he does a lot. But again, I think he's had a really good head in his shoulders, really good prep. And I think it's just smart. Like, the way you're going to struggle in this situation is going to be on land, not on water. So we maybe need to see it more from some players. Stonewalled here. And knows exactly what DauT's going to go for with the stable. Now, I explained why I like the Hindustanis. Because their stable units are super solid. But if DauT had Italians with this exact build, he could make fires inside of his dock, get up to like 3, get the War Galley upgrade, and still have resources for other things. You don't have that with the Hindustanis because you don't have the discount. It's also not cheaper to go up to the next stage with the Hindustanis. Ooh, Sea Tower gets a kill. Also, Liereyy. Oh, Lierey's scout died to DauT's scout as well. I'm so blind. I'm so sorry for not noticing that. But that's a big thing. Liereyy doesn't have a scout now. DauT's scout will see the range. We'll also see the stone walls. But the thing from DauT's perspective, too, is like, now DauT could say, okay, I don't have to play all in. I'm adapting. So I do like the idea of stonewalling, but is that not, like, maybe on some level, that's not actually the right play here? I don't know. I think the thing that bothers me is that he doesn't have enough stone for the second TC, but he'll fix that. That's fine. DauT hopped out with the fire and was attacking. Lierey's now blocking, and Liereyy will block, and Liereyy will get the kill. And DauT just really wants to pressure those fish right now. Now, the fish are fishing pretty far away from the sea tower, but Liereyy will make a couple more units out of the water, out of the docks. DauT goes for TC number 2, TC number 3. Notably, he's not going for TCs in the gold. But I think what you do, like, this is actually perfect from DauT. This is pretty much what I saw the best performances on from Shoals, or on Shoals in previous seasons. It was just one season. I think it was season 2. You bring the relics here. It's been bothering me when people are taking the relics to the side area where people are going to attack. Like, why put your relics in an area that people are going to castle drop? Is my thinking. But something that Liereyy has done pretty well compared to previous seasons is he has added the fish. And I actually think the season I'm referring to, Dravidians didn't exist. They weren't in the game. So the extra carrying capacity from your fishing ships is really helpful in scenarios where the fish is rather inefficient. And that would be the case here. And now he drops TC number 2. He's still going to maintain control over his water. DauT's Navy really hasn't accomplished a whole lot at all. And DauT Scouts can't do too much beyond just control some relics, which is obviously a pretty big deal. But there's only one scout out now because he lost some of them to the archers. I think DauT could get this relic. He knows about this as well. I mean, if DauT gets 2 relics before the crossbows get over, he's going to be feeling pretty good about that. And he's on TCs way faster. Way faster. And the fish only gets more inefficient. This is what I'm talking about with Shoals. Man, I cannot stress to you enough how, like, frustrating it was to watch the freaking Andy Hart series on this map. Sorry to Andy and Hart if you're listening. Just watching people YOLO galley after galley after galley after galley into the middle just hurt me. Hurt my soul, man. I guess in that scenario, Hart had a TC on gold, so it made sense for him. But here comes Liereyy, and this is a good move. I like this a lot. He'll TC the gold now, and this will bring us back to DauT scouting. Like, the scouting is going to be so critical for DauT. Now, DauT may be thinking about a TC on the side pretty soon himself, but now there's crossbows out there. I don't know where they are exactly. What the? Liereyy? What, are they on some sabbatical? Are they, like, off to pray in solitude? What are you protecting back here, bro? Oh, okay, never mind. There he goes. I mean, that's like the worst possible spot they could be at the moment. Only thing that could be worse is this corner, maybe. And DauT didn't go for the relic. I guess he's going for the far relic first. That's a little ambitious. And there goes the monk. And the monk is dead. And DauT headed this way to try and get another relic, but he sees the TC. Now, that's an interesting TC spot. Because that is very siege pushable. That is very castle droppable. And this is DauT we're talking about. And he's already on stone. So I think there's an argument to be made that you try and stop this right now. But there's also an argument to be made that you don't move out at all because there's crossbows and spears. It's just not that many, though. I think if DauT gets upgrades, he can kill this. It's not pikemen. It's just 4 crossbows. That's really not that big of a deal, honestly. And crossbow spear is kind of awkward to use on this map. You gotta travel so far. Also, I wonder if Liereyy will ever get this relic. We changed the map to have a neutral relic in the middle. I like how Lierey's now dropping the outpost. To at least recognize that this is a vulnerability is massive. Light cav now for DauT. Liereyy sees that stable. I know it's only for 2 units, but when the upgrade's cheap, I kind of feel like getting pikemen here would make sense. Type a 1 in chat if you would get pikemen here. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Don't lose the light cav. Okay. I would get it because I think it's cheap. And I see the stable. And monk gets sniped. Here come the light cav. Armor's in. And, wow, the light cav did not engage properly there at all. Wow. That's frustrating for DauT. I feel like the monks and the light cav should have engaged at the same time. Like, as your Lykev are fighting, then you go for the conversion. That was just not how you want to take that fight. And now the monk, now you get a conversion. That'll win this fight. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. He'll win the fight. He'll clear it up. The monk will survive. DauT will have 3 relics, but Liereyy is dropping a castle over here. And it's a very close game. So Liereyy with the slight lead, but I mean, the thing to remember about Lierey's eco right now is this is exposed. But I also love the fact it's not like he has TC'd out there and he doesn't have crazy food eco. This farming eco's wild, man. 33 farms back here. DauT's got 38, but still. So this isn't that exposed if you win the imp race, and he's going to win the imp race, so... And now DauT's going armor. I don't know, like armor, I like armor if the castle's not there. I think maybe DauT is going to need to prioritize imp a little bit. But, could have a long one. Liereyy doesn't have any army over here. He didn't stop this relic from coming in. That will be relic number 4 for DauT. And DauT, wisely recognizing, I could give this area, and I could take this one. Liereyy has nothing here. Liereyy doesn't have a mobile civ. A big issue on this map is production buildings. If you need a proper push here, you need, let's say, 4 ranges and a siege workshop. So that's expensive. I can't do math, but that's a lot of wood. And then, suddenly you need army over here. Okay, so they need 4 more archery ranges and a siege workshop. Oh god, I need a tech switch now. I don't need archery ranges, I need barracks. And then you combine that whole equation, that whole situation with the fact that you have slow units in the first place, it becomes very difficult. So, DauT's got to, like, try and ignore this area. And good luck to him, because Lierey's coming in with the mustache warriors. The Yurumis are here to slap. And Lierey's going to drop a castle on DauT. That's such a sick move, man. That's such a sick move. So many people sit back and then give the other guy time to take this, and then it becomes a situation we just said, oh, DauT! No, that's not going to work, DauT! That will never work! DauT! Oh, yikes. That's not only not going to... Wait a second. Is it a double DauT? They're both failing castles, guys. 91% for Liereyy. A couple more vills are alive. 95% for Liereyy. There's a vill in there. That castle will go up. And DauT's will not if Liereyy focuses down the vills. And he will focus down the vills. I mean, no matter how hard you try, anytime DauT's involved, this will happen. It just... I can't even laugh right now because DauT is so desperate for wins. It actually is not... Okay, it's a little funny. But it's not a lot of funny. That's so good from Liereyy. That is so good. Like, no one does this, by the way. Well, maybe some other people do, but no one does this to say, okay, I'm not going to give you time to cook in the north. This is the way I finish the game. I'm going to pressure your main base right away. And Yurumis? Liereyy making Yurumis with full armor? You just wouldn't expect it. DauT getting chemistry now. It's actually kind of a big deal that university's there. Liereyy doesn't know that the upgrade is on the way, but you should be thinking that chemistry is kind of key here for the Hindustanis to get to their gunpowder. I mean, if that upgrade gets denied, it's GG. That is a long upgrade. But DauT's got the TCs in the north. So yeah, Liereyy now should be able to focus on this push and then eventually think about what to do over here. But you might not even need to take DauT out of the gold area because this is his important eco. And you can't just relocate vills. I mean, you can save their lives, but vill lives are really only important if they're bringing you resources, right? So you're not going to be able to add 50 more farms in the north. You really just need them. You need them to be working. You need to protect them. You have to save their jobs. Save them now. And I just don't see it. Lierey's just playing too good. And it's just super clean. Like, eco behind. The castle drops, the pressure, the timings. And there are all DauT's relics right there, guys. He will escape this way. He does have a counterattack of a Treb and 7 Light Cav. But Liereyy will drop a castle. Liereyy gets some walls down so the Light Cav can't get through. And, well, Lierey's crossbows all died. Liereyy lost all of his crossbows to the TC because he was distracted there. Wow, that's a crazy one. That's good for DauT. He needed something. And he's got 9 range hand cannons. Hey, maybe there's a chance, guys. Cheap Vills, 9 range hand cannons. Liereyy just threw some army. Liereyy continues to throw army because he's distracted. He's moving the relics. I don't think Liereyy noticed any of that. Well played from DauT. You have to try... Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. DauT laughs at it. Oh, I was just going to say you have to applaud DauT for the creativity here to raid. I don't want to come off as critical because the Treb against Bombard Cannon is heavy RNG. But these days, man, you've got to... Like, people know Trebs are going to hit some of those shots. I think DauT could have, like, with a bit more patience there, taken out the Trebs and not lost any of those cannons at some point. And he didn't have the patience because who can blame him? He's under all this pressure. DauT is farming there. And yeah, unfortunately, he's just got nothing left compared to Liereyy right now. Lierey's microing away. The bombard cannons and the hand cannons will all die. And DauT is going to be winless again. Well, at least, sorry. It's still second game, but so far he will be winless is my point. In Titans League Season 4. Does have this. But again, he doesn't have food. He doesn't have wood. He doesn't have resources compared to Liereyy. And Liereyy doesn't necessarily have to go kill this right now, as long as he makes progress here, which he's doing. Man. Still, though, love the Yerumi into forward castle play was so crazy. It completely undid DauT's game plan. DauT lost 15 vills trying to build his own counter castle to it. The setup was not what he would have ever have wanted because of it. So good. Also, shout out to this Vill who's just casually building right next to all of DauT's eco over there. Liereyy needs his own bomber cannons here. That's going to be the key. DauT's still building up. Like, DauT's army is actually stronger right now, in my opinion. Assuming the micro's there. Cannon galleons will be on the water from Liereyy soon. Liereyy finally loses a Treb. The hand cannons outrange. Oh my god, Liereyy hasn't had Bracer? I didn't realize that. Liereyy doesn't have any armor upgrades either. Okay, well, Bracer will be in. DauT is just... There's such a big difference in the firing speed, and the micro is just really not there compared to Liereyy right now. Lierey's just too fast. The Treb's still firing on the castle. All the hand cannons are going to go down. And DauT's still not broken yet. DauT's still not broken. Wondering where those cannon galleons will be. There's that Treb. This Treb has been... This Treb has been on a journey. It's Trebbing farms right now. That's funny. I think DauT just lost another bombard cannon. And Liereyy... Liereyy could do anything at this point. DauT is up to 130 villagers again. And he still has the same amount of gold, if not more, that he had before. So, I don't know, like... I guess technically his position's hasn't gotten significantly worse. It doesn't feel like he has any control or momentum, though. And, okay, his turn. He takes out the bombard cannon with the Treb. Skirm's in for DauT. Okay. I mean, Liereyy, eventually, this is completely unprotected. He could make a move, and he's going to make his move now. He's bringing a Treb. He has his cannon galleons, and he has a castle going up there. DauT will be distracted here. DauT, that's a decent fight for him. He takes out the Treb. His castle stays up. Liereyy is not breaking DauT down here yet. Bombard cannon down for Liereyy now. But now DauT needs to defend this. He doesn't have a single building up here. And here comes some Yurumi swordsmen. Here comes some Arbalest. DauT's castle's likely to just go down. And Liereyy doesn't need to push here, right? You just hold this position and you're fine. You now have to direct your attention to the north. Now, I think that's where DauT will have some problems here. I mean, if DauT pushes this back fast enough, he can reclaim some stone. Maybe he takes Liereyy off of gold, but it feels like Lierey's got enough to hold on here. And DauT's basically got nothing. I'm not sure what you do. Maybe you buy a castle, put it further back, and bring some hand cannons this way. That would probably be the play. But you have to pay super close attention to this, too. You can't just forget about this. I think Liereyy is expecting to lose that castle, and he might back away here. 190 pop from DauT. I thought he was dead. Can he do this? Builds castle a bit further back. Brings the hand cannons over. Treble take down the TC. DauT snipes Lierey's bombard cannons. Lierey's now getting war galley as well, so we might see some demos and some fires and whatnot. Lierey's giving up ground. That way he can just take the north now. And the TC for DauT will be down. DauT has no water control. That's a trade Liereyy will be fine with. That's just skirm v skirm. His buildings still stand. Villas are going down. DauT is going to run out of wood soon. He's got so little space. But he does have 4 relics. He does have a... There's things we haven't seen from his Civ yet that can be really strong. Hussars, camels. Don't think camels is necessarily the best, but there's just too much happening, guys. Looking somewhere else, hand cannons get pulled into the castle. Navy was looking over here. There's fire ships now that he's running into. Lierey's just sniping every villager on gold that he can. And the Navy's now coming to the middle. And Liereyy has those Trebs and the bomber cannons ready. I think Liereyy could just buy the stone. Just buy 300 stone and drop a castle here to protect all your siege to take that castle down. That's how you finish the game. Don't have to, of course. Maybe that's risky if DauT has his own siege. I mean, forget about the score. Forget about everything that has happened so far in this game, okay? Just for a second. DauT's got gold. DauT's got 4 relics. DauT has a tech that brings him in more gold. He's got 40 on food. He's got cheap vills with lots of TCs. DauT can maybe still win this. If he can hold now, DauT could maybe still win this. This is a big if. Man, that's a lot of siege from Liereyy. Elite Yurumi swordsman on the way for Liereyy. Maybe that's to raid the main eco. DauT will lose his castle. So he has no protection for the gold now. But he does take the Trebs. And if he takes the Trebs, he can take the castle. He can maintain control in this gold. Maybe. This is still an issue. That's still a big issue. This could still be an issue. Liereyy will come from this side. If I'm DauT, I'm really disheartened right now, but I'm not quitting until my pop hits 120 here. This is some momentum that he hasn't felt in a while. He could maybe make some progress. I wonder... Yeah, like, the light cav are taking care of the fires. Okay. Lierey's now getting woot steel, so his infantry will ignore armor. I think he's trying to mass the Yurumis on this side to go back into DauT's main eco. Did you guys know that Lycav counter boats? Lycav counter boats. Big moment here. Lierey's lost a lot of control. Liereyy loses a bombard cannon. DauT has the population lead. DauT could take this castle out. DauT still has gold. Over here, DauT's still kind of holding on. He's got 50 on food, guys. Is this the end for Liereyy? Are you kidding me? Is this the comeback for DauT? Man, somewhere Margugu is losing his mind. Margugu and Dragonstar are pissed right now because they know that their sets against DauT are going to be so important for their survival. This would be a crazy win from DauT. I think he can do it. I think, like, Hussar, hand cannon, bombard cannon, 4 relics. This is, like, Liereyy, this is not what he's comfortable with either. Now, Yurumis are really good, but they are a gold unit. And they still died to hand cannons, you know? I mean, Lierey's also still got endless gold over here. This could be a long game. This could be what I was expecting from the game from Tato Vinchester, where both players have some control of gold. Lierey's coming back, though. DauT is losing eco to the cannon galleons. Just destroying his buildings right now. Liereyy skirms just weaseling their way through. Lierey's got a lot of leftover army over here that he can't really make a move with. There is a Treb there, though. And it feels like Lierey's kind of stuck with his pop. Like, he needs 20 or 30 more pop to really have value. That would be the issue with the Dravidians, is their units are all the units he's making are just, they're low HP. They're low value. But they're cheap. And they can be strong in numbers. And DauT just looked at the Treb and sniped the Treb. Felt great about that. And didn't know that Liereyy was there. And Liereyy snipes the bombard cannon now. And Liereyy will be in with hand cannons here. So DauT will lose some vills. But look at this force from DauT over here. That's an army of mainly skirmishers. If Hussars get there, even with Dravidians, that might be a clear up. DauT lost his bombard cannon. Liereyy lost his bombard cannon. DauT will lose vills. DauT needs to gather his army here. There's enough army here to handle this, but the hand cannons. They need to survive. They will now. Some of them will. Liereyy backs away. DauT's Hussars could maybe deal with these hand cannons. We'll see. DauT is actually running out of wood, guys. Like, he's running out of trees to chop on the map, believe it or not. But he's starting to take out Lierey's buildings. Liereyy is getting shipwright. He's like, what can I make? I guarantee you that's what Lierey's thinking right now. What can I make with this stupid civ? And, I mean, Navy right here is really strong. But then that's pop you don't have elsewhere. So I don't hate Navy. Like 20, 30 galleons can be good. Even right here, it protects a lot of the gold. DauT lost his blacksmith, so he didn't get the blast furnace upgrade, which he might never realize. He does have 77 on food. But now here, Liereyy, with Yurumis and siege and hand cannons, will start to make a play on DauT's main eco again, where the relics are. And now the Yurumis are gonna slap down the cannons! Oh, that's such an expensive loss for DauT. I know he has the gold, but it's about the time, guys. It'll take him so long to get that again, and it gives Liereyy so much time to stabilize. That's so good from Liereyy. More Yurumis are on the way. The galleons are there. Oh, man, now Lierey's losing some of his siege. This game is crazy. This game is crazy. Honestly, though, if the Yurumis just go to the gold right now, you kill 30 vills on gold while you're mining gold yourself, that could be GG. DauT doesn't really have TCs set up to produce more vills. I think he only has 1 TC. So, yeah, killing DauT's vills is massive here. And the Yurumis are just absolutely shredding. This unit's insane, by the way. It's got an initial attack is plus 19. It's got like a charge on it. And they're really cheap. And they also have mustaches. So that's not exactly what I look like. But, yeah, it's one of my favorite units. And DauT is just completely outpopped everywhere now. It was a good fight back. He's queued up more hand cannons in the north. And Liereyy is just... He solved all the problems he was having before. The ratios just weren't right. He didn't seem to have the right ratios of siege, infantry, and range units. I think he actually had too many skirms. It feels like the switch to just Yurumis and his own hand cannons has worked out. Yeah, DauT is in big trouble now. 70 on food, 150 pop. He was in worse positions before, but he's in big trouble. Actually hurts so much to not have the second farm upgrade too. So these farms are reseeding at a rate which is he's gonna feel soon. But there is a TC. That could have been worse actually for Liereyy. Oh, that was sick micro. And these units run in there from Liereyy. You've got some Yurumis. You know what's funny? We're saying Liereyy, he's the one with Yurumis, but DauT is running out of Yurumi to build right now. He's got no Yurumi. He's Hindustanis. He's got no room. Where is he supposed to go? He's stuck on the edge of the map. Man, the hand cannons, perfect spot. Right into the wood line. Don't minus 7k me, chat. That was a good one. That was a good one. Now, I'm sure Liereyy will lose these units. But then he's got more coming from this side. DauT. I wonder if that castle, if he just keeps thinking about that castle right now. These cannon galleons have dealt 35,000 damage. They're just taking down all these stables. Oh, what a painful situation for the Lord. I don't see how Liereyy ever loses. He's got 13,000 golds here. There's 30k gold left on the map, so there's obviously way more gold over on DauT's side. DauT's pop is higher again. He's got hussars. He's got hand cannons. We'll take out the cannon galleons. Okay. Man, it's wild to me that Liereyy hasn't even teched Halb. Like, I think you should really have Halb at this point. You at least need to tech Halb before you run out of gold. And here comes the hussar spam from DauT. I mean, I don't know. It feels like the unstoppable force versus the immovable object right now. Like Liereyy, it feels like Liereyy can never be killed, but he can't kill DauT. And again, another good engagement from DauT. It's just to defend the gold. What is this, dude? We're past an hour in this game. Liereyy still has some stone available here as well that he could potentially steal. Oh, this is the stoppable force versus the movable object? I don't know. A lot of people were calling GG when DauT's castle got denied. No one was expecting it to get to this stage. Man, what a shame it is that DauT doesn't have Blast Furnace yet. That's so disappointing. He lost a blacksmith at one point. The hussars are already doing a really good job. And he'll clear that as well. Lierey's like, I miss a unit that has more than 100 HP. I need something chunky. And he goes for Elite Elephant Archer. That's the game-ending play. If he gets to 30 Elite Elephant Archers, DauT has nothing for that. The unit's really strong. Now, I don't think he's going to get the unique tech, because I don't know if Liereyy knows about that. But you should really be snagging the unique tech as well. It's really strong. Hussars this way. I'm pushing back. We'll run into a castle. But might take the Treb. That's really good value from DauT. I think the bombard cannons don't do a ton of damage against the elephants, and the elephants fire really fast. So unlike the infantry, the hand cannons aren't going to just immediately one-shot these bad boys. DauT would need... The best unit for DauT to try here would be Camel. And he could do that. He's got 70 on food, and he's got access to gold. But once he sees this, he'll probably click Camel, and that will take a little bit of time. Chat, can someone read off the exact description of the unique tech here that Liereyy has access to? Medical Corp. I forget the stat change. Oh, Hussars got through. This used to be stone walled, but the trees have been chopped. Hussars got through. DauT needs more of that. Elephants regenerate 30 HP per minute. Yeah. So I'm going to guess Liereyy has never gone for elephant archers with Dravidians before. Actually, that's not true. I think I remember a migration game where he did. Anyways, that tech's a pretty big deal. The raids do distract Liereyy. And so Liereyy doesn't have all of his elephants in the group. DauT is in this crazy cycle of having to rebuild stables after they just get destroyed. It's so funny. I like, how many buildings have these destroyed? It doesn't say how many, but 20,000 damage dealt. That Hussar's still alive. So that Hussar could kill dozens of vills if Liereyy doesn't notice. What a game, dude. This game is never going to end. Liereyy has less than 10,000 gold remaining over here. Can DauT play until there's no gold left? Why do I feel like there's a chance that DauT wins this game? If he's made it this far, maybe he can do it. He'll start to raid now, which he wasn't doing before. Liereyy looks clueless. He doesn't know what to make. I actually think DauT could do this. I think Yurumi's, it's time to put the mustaches away. All right, Liereyy. Lierey's going to try everything in the Dravidian tech tree, it seems. He's even going for heavy demo. I think that the best thing that you could do right now if you're Liereyy is Halb Elephant Archer. Halb Elephant Archer, 4 bomber cannons. Heavy demos will be our next play. Also, all this stone. Like, that is so many castles. There's so much stone over here for Liereyy. If he can get that, it could be so strong. Oh, man, give me a demo, baby. Come on, give me a demo. Also, DauT, bro. He'll never realize he doesn't have Blast Furnace, I guess. But, man, if you could get that, if you could get Imp Camel, too, he can afford this stuff, possibly. Defensive castle from Liereyy. He's sick of the raids. He knows they'll come again. DauT will build sneak stables down here, but the Yurumis will deny it. Still no regeneration on the elephants. It's disappointing, but it's understandable, maybe, in such a crazy game. I'm sure he does know about the tech and just isn't thinking about it. This is the game that never ends. There's demos over here. Liereyy just needs to collect his thoughts here. He could bring the demos to the shoreline. I mean, when this game ends, these guys will have made... Whoever wins will get like $2 an hour. $40 per win. Usually sounds a lot better. Until you have to play a game like this. What a game. What a hold from DauT. Look at how much crammed eco is in the corner for DauT. His building's on the edge of the map. Uh-oh. Demos are here. And demos get denied. But so do DauT's docks. Who wins, chat? Pick somebody. Does DauT win? I mean, DauT's got 4 relics. He has 9,700 gold remaining. Liereyy has 3 relics with 6,000 gold remaining. But Liereyy has Halb and Liereyy has Skirm. DauT also has 5k gold in the bank. I haven't seen convincing moments from Liereyy with like the elephant archers, with all of his units. He's just making a little bit of everything. I don't think he really believes in any of his units. I don't think he's committing. I think DauT's going to win. I think DauT's going to win. That was a really bad engagement for Liereyy as well here with the elephant archers. Yurumis will go to raid. Would actually be pretty good for him to try and deny these relics. I actually don't mind halb raids. Like, DauT has all of his hand cannons on the front. If you raid with Halbs and your roomies into the farming eco, things could get tough for DauT. DauT used to have, like, what? 70 or 80 on food? He's got 68 now? 70? But that will change. Liereyy is getting raided, but does have some Halbs around randomly. We'll see if he notices. What a game. Not sure if I love this castle. I mean, DauT's trying to build castles as far away from the shoreline as possible, which makes sense. Maybe he'll slow crawl push the edge of the map there. Oh, man. Devastating raids. Devastating raids. DauT's down to below 100 vils. Devastating raids. 45 on food. That was a crazy raid. But that's a crazy castle from DauT. It's a lot of skirms from DauT. That's not many elephants. This is actually a situation where I think you could made an argument for Siege Onager. Like, Siege Onager instead of elephants would have maybe been better spend of your resources. It's just not a natural feeling. Oh my god, DauT's still losing vils. DauT with 6,000 golds, but he's lost 180 vils. Oh man, also DauT lost a bombard cannon. Liereyy is, oh, he's making some great progress here. I think, can the cannon galleon range the castle? I think it can. I can't tell. DauT's 130 pop. Chat, this is your fault. So many people said that DauT had won, and then instantly he loses 50, 60 villagers. Curse of the chat. My goodness. I'm not going to name names, but the amount of people who said, yeah, Liereyy won this game already. Yeah, like, before Liereyy even made it to Castle Age, and here we are, an hour and 20 minutes. The oversimplification of Twitch chat was just classic. It's crazy, guys, but you do actually have to play the game. DauT is going Cav Archers now. Cav Archers against Elephant Archers? And faster firing skirms? Man, if only there was a unit that only you had access to that is produced out of stables, which is seen as really, really busted in a lot of situations, DauT. If only there was a unit, you'd make Imperial Camel, DauT. Now, maybe the options aren't great either way because Halbs are on the other side. But Cav Archer is pretty crazy. Also pretty crazy that Liereyy is taking deer right now. I guess they haven't had meat in a while. Makes sense. They missed the taste. I'm not sure if Ghoulems would do great. No, I am sure. They wouldn't do great. They do awful because you don't have production of them. That's the main thing. If he had 4 castles, I'd like it a bit more. There goes DauT with his Cav Archers. We'll see. I mean, the elephants still aren't regenerating. Oh, man, but he lost his bombard cannons. But he still keeps his castle up. Here comes the most AI-looking army ever from Liereyy, but he's trying to combine everything he can. Just taking the relics away from DauT would be such an inconvenience. But I'm sure he's going for the castle instead. DauT will notice that. There's also still this fight happening. DauT is holding this position. His castle is staying up. They are running out of gold. There is 10,000 gold left on the map right now. Oh man, but DauT's losing this castle and he's about to build another one. But his relics are here. He's brought in 7,500 gold from the relics. The relics have been so amazing for him. And he loses his castle. Oh no. He is sort of kind of making progress here. Oh, Treb goes down for DauT. Lierey's units got pulled out of position there. So he may lose a cannon. DauT's population still decent. He has to avoid the shoreline here. The demo's desperate for some kills. Bombard cannon down for DauT again. What a game. You know, this is the longest game of the season so far. And it does really feel like we're going to run out of gold. I said this when we were casting yesterday when I was casting with Dave. I said that on Shoals, I've seen multiple games run out of gold before, but they were all like Silver League, Gold League practice sessions. It never has happened with the big boys. DauT's got 5k gold left to mine. Liereyy, take the relics away from him. I swear, dude, like it bothers me so much sometimes when players don't take out monasteries. That's such a key thing. It's so hard for DauT to get a monk there to get all those relics again. And there he goes. Like, we'll see how long it takes DauT to get those back. It will not be easy. Oh, man, but he's going to raid. Guys, it's a raid with hussars and cav archers. So Liereyy can't just send one thing. That's actually a pretty important raid. Still really important that DauT keeps his castle alive. And he'll use the hussars to snipe a cannon galleon. And Lierey's gonna drop a castle on the relics! I don't know about that, though. I don't know about that. I think he's gonna lose his army by the time the Vils get there. I think DauT's gonna clear all of that. Liereyy with the university quick wall to stop the army from running around. He's doing a lot of chasing right now. But his elephants are now on DauT's gold. The Yurumis are now in the north getting kills. The cannon galleon's still firing there. Lierey's Vils are on the way. Liereyy is losing control. The Vils have to abort. They have to back away from here or Lierey's going to lose 20 Vils. Lierey's going to lose his Vils. DauT can get the relics again. He's got a monk on the way already. Disaster for Liereyy. He'll lose the stone. He loses the stone. There's so much to look at. He's still trying to kill this raid. He's still raiding here. What is this game, dude? What is this game? DauT and Liereyy both at 107 Vils. There's 6k gold left on a map that's supposed to have basically endless gold. The triple university trap doesn't really pan out. But guys, listen, that all happens because of DauT's raid here. This raid set up everything. Liereyy was sending all of his new units into the back of his own base. Look at this. It was all because of the raid. But still, I mean, Liereyy still has a lot of stone available to mine over here. DauT does not. DauT has lost 220 Vils. DauT is down to 1,600 on gold. He is reclaiming the relics. So, yeah, there's the monk just getting the relics. So I think he will get them again, but that slows him down as well. Whew. DauT lost his castle, which I think Liereyy would take that trade. If Liereyy would have been offered to just sell off 650 stone or give away 650 stone to take out that castle, he would have said yes. He would have given up way more than that to take that. Again, DauT doesn't really have TCs. He doesn't have a lot of TCs to add more Vils, which is a big problem when he loses them. He's on 3. Lierey's on 4. And more Yurumis get the raid in. And that TC will actually be destroyed, possibly. Hussars, here for the raids again. Liereyy notices. Liereyy is out of gold. Liereyy is actually out of gold right now. Every siege weapon, every elephant, every Yurumi, every unit that Liereyy has that costs gold is actually so critical right now. And he has lost a lot here. He had like 20 infantry units attacking that TC and he didn't destroy it. Oh, man. Still, I mean, this stone, it might just be, you know, they just haven't noticed it. That stone it's just staring at me, dude. I just can't. Such a crazy game. Oh, God, there's skirms and halbs over here. How much gold is left? 5k. Most of it's here. It says Liereyy still has 1 on gold. Oh! He saved his starting gold for later, guys. He saved his starting gold for later. This is one of the original 4 tiles. We've got over 1k gold. Liereyy. Sick. All right. That's huge. Oh, my God. What's the wood situation like? I mean, DauT can't take these trees without being spotted. So he's almost out of wood. Lierey's getting raided on wood, but he's got more wood around. DauT's going to have to start chopping wood where his gold is pretty soon. And the gold that DauT has remaining is all super exposed. It's all very raidable. So it's not like this is just free in the clear. In fact, yeah, I mean, the vills are just going to die. Oh my god. This is a crazy game. But I think Lierey's got it. Again, if it's truly a no gold situation, it's better for Dravidians because you have better skirms and you have help. So, hey, there we go. Regenerating elephants. Let's go, Liereyy. Let's go. I mean, not having that isn't as bad as DauT missing Blast Furnace this whole game. Missing Blast Furnace is so painful. Oh, man, that fight is so expensive for both, but it's more expensive for DauT, I think. Cav Archers are not cheap. He may win the fight, though. But at what cost? Devastating raid. Liereyy destroying DauT's eco there. And down here, DauT's got a push coming. But still, this is such a good raid for Liereyy. He's killed 20 vills already. DauT's pop is now down to 150. And man, this is where the you played 2 hours to die like this taunt would actually make some sense. We've never had a player do that to somebody in a tournament before. Because, like, taunts are part of the game, but the rules also say that you need to respect your opponents. Now, I'm not trying to encourage any of that behavior because I don't want to have to make admin decisions like that, but it's just a thought, you know? It's part of the game that you played 2 hours to die like this taunt. DauT is probably like... I mean, Lierey's probably like, I've had this game won for a while. The reality is he never has. But DauT is probably even more dejected now. It's one thing to still be winless, but it's another thing to lose this game like this and have to go into another one. Margugu says, I'll 105 DauT at the last round. Prepare your poor admin decision. Okay, we have to change the rules before Margugu plays DauT in the last round. So we don't have any drama. All right, well, make sure you look at the handbook, Margugu. We might update it. I shouldn't have given you the idea. Oh. I think this is the last push from DauT, guys. This has to be. Liereyy has more than enough resources in queue. Eventually, the Howled Meat Shield disappears. The CA and the Bomber Cannons will be exposed. Sure, DauT's still got the northern area, but I just don't see a way that he can ever do this. Can get a good value, maybe. What a crazy game. Again, shout out to these cannon galleons. It's not the same three. He keeps making a couple more because he keeps losing some of them, but they really have been insane. This is the end. We have arrived at the end. Not of the series. It's a play all three, but of this game. DauT will lose his counterattack. And surely he looks at his population now and says, I've got nothing left. His farms aren't reseeding anymore because he doesn't have access to constant wood. And man, maybe last fight part 2. This is the other force that he's built up on the other side. Liereyy with some quick walls. This is still Lierey's only gold income. But Liereyy can make skirms and Liereyy can make halbs. And Liereyy has access to more wood. And has more vills. And has better eco. And has better bonuses. And this is the beginning of the end for Lord DauT. Halbs and skirms will come this way. DauT did build a TC over here to take some of that wood. So that could be something Liereyy focuses on. Wow. Well, good time to say thanks to a couple people who've supported the stream today. Thank you, Suede. Liereyy, thank you. Simotiramon. Oh God, Simotiramon. Simotiramon. That person. Thank you. Fox, thanks for the year. T90 Bro Official. Thank you for the year. Zero Cool, thanks for the 2 years. And Jeriger, thank you for the new Prime. DauT has played 2 hours, so he doesn't want to die like this. And so he's going to fight to the final unit. But how are you supposed to engage against that, man? That's so tough. TC here's been spotted. Liereyy will finally come over here to take this stone. I wouldn't actually mind a castle here right now. Makes life a lot easier for you. Well, DauT's pop up to 160. 160 pop, guys. What's up, Dingle first? Thanks for the 31. And those bombard cannons, they were able to get back there. That's crazy. Anyone who's ever controlled an army like that knows how difficult it is to get the positioning right there. My bombard cannons like to roll forward. Sometimes I feel like their brains are the size as their little legs. But he saves them. Yo, good cat. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Man, that's about 10 gifted subs is... What is that on average? A sub per what over this game? It's almost been 2 hours now. Thank you. I'm kind of out of creative ideas on how to break down DauT's current situation. He is still mining gold. He does still have wood. He does still have food. This is absolutely not a situation I think he should resign in. It's a situation where I do feel he's dead. But maybe I'm wrong. Like, maybe, because Liereyy isn't disrupting his gold income, maybe he can get a massive bombard cannons again. Maybe he has a couple more pushes in him. I think Liereyy banking stone is also a big factor, too, just for, like, raiding potential later on. Is Liereyy chopping... Can you imagine if it gets to the point where they have to chop the trees in the middle crossing? That's where Lierey's villagers are going to wood. You know, the wood's a little soggy. Don't use it for campfire or anything, but it's not going to light very well, but it'll still work for farming, I guess. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, man. Liereyy has to delete that. Wouldn't be the first time he's made that mistake this game, but he corrects himself. And DauT is diving for the bombard cannons. He will snipe none of them. Oh, my word. None of them. Liereyy backs away. Liereyy killed it all. Now Liereyy will drop his castle. That's the game. That's the game. If it wasn't already, that has to be the game. DauT will try. He saves his other bombard cannon. He snipes one of the 3. But that castle just staying up, even if Liereyy has to repair it, is so bad for DauT and his eco. Siege Elephant fighting back. The villagers on stone will be raided here. Lierey's economy down here is still in a really bad spot, but he'll take that trade. Castle for DauT will go down. He'll have one castle left, which is this castle. This lonely castle in the corner. And Liereyy can always make more army to come back. Another castle from Liereyy. That is a get out of my game castle. This is over. We're going to game 3. Can you imagine having to play a 3rd game after this? I mean, I guess it's good it's not a best of 7 or something. Could be worse. It's also good that, like, the 1 win still matters a ton for DauT. It doesn't matter what order you win or lose. You just need wins. Oh, man, DauT. Must be so disappointed in this situation right now. That's a pretty crazy score lead at the bottom right, by the way. 12k score lead. I don't want to hear DauT complain about ACCM not resigning ever again. Down 12k score, and DauT says, "We've got it. We've got some trees. Let's go. Let's go. We've got land. We've got space. We can do it." Oh, Liereyy soon going to have killed 400 villagers from DauT this game. I mean, DauT is kind of pushing, I guess. It's not really a push. It's like a bump. But he's trading all of his farming eco and TCs and production buildings and gold for some trees. And still fighting. Gishta, thank you for the 5 gifted. Hefiliac, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you, guys. Actually, 10 gifted, I think. DauT just wants that win. So badly, he wants that win. When he hasn't found yet in TTL. It's a crazy story, man. DauT just... If he were to get swept the first 2 rounds, puts him under some crazy pressure in the other sets. Now, what this group could end up being is everybody gets swept by Liereyy and Sebastian. And then that ends up being okay, right? Like, Liereyy already swept Margugu, Sebastian swept Yo, and Sebastian swept... who else did Sebastian sweep? He swept Yo, and then he swept... Why am I forgetting this? Was it Dragonstar? No. Oh, it was DauT, obviously. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, like, I would expect that this group is very top heavy. I would expect Yo to be more towards the middle of the group, like 3 or 4 spot, especially 3 spot now if DauT gets 3-0'd. But my mind's already on game number 3 because DauT just doesn't want to give it up here, and he'll be forced to. More Hussars die. Another crazy micro situation. You can't just say it's Archer micro from Liereyy. His unit control is just next level. That was unbelievable. And DauT just pumping out vills, saying, well, they're cheap. And with it, he's got like the... Yeah. He's probably got a look of disbelief on his face right now. What a game. The game finally ends, and Liereyy still undefeated in Titans League Season 4. Now we have another game. Okay? So good luck to them getting the energy to play it, but whew, what a fight, man. What a crazy fight. So DauT created 801 Hussars, 251 hand cannons, 251 skirms. It was almost 2 hours. Liereyy produced 429 skirms, 422 Yurumis, and 319 Halps. That does not count anything below that, of course. There was 1,900 units killed by Liereyy, 1,500 units killed by DauT. Crazy amounts of carnage. And maybe DauT will want that castle back. That was honestly, like, I know the game went on an hour and a half longer than that, but that forward castle from Liereyy is really what put DauT into this poor position. It was just so good. DauT wasn't prepared for it and immediately gave Liereyy a lot of map control. Now, I think we saw the strength and the weakness of the Dravidians there. Obviously, they could get a really good lead and have really good timings, but at a certain point, their late game isn't as good as maybe a civ like Hindustani's. But Liereyy just held on. Collected 250k resources versus 228k. Technology stats, obviously, were there, and Liereyy was faster throughout. You could either tell DauT, I don't know what was happening here, but that was where he peaked. And then you could tell near the end, he was just like, he just got a little slower. Oh, it's so relatable. Oh, this is probably like, oh, come on. So, crazy game 2. We now have to start off in the Dark Age all over again. DauT's playing as the Berbers. And then Liereyy is playing as the Lithuanians. And wow, I mean, kind of like the cross game. They have spawned very close to one another. They are right next to each other. You could, like, stand on Lierey's hill and throw a ball or a frisbee over to DauT on the other hill. That's pretty wild. Not something the players are really going to expect either. Typically, players are on kind of opposite sides of the map, but this can occasionally happen. So most of the wood on the map is at the bottom of the hills. Whoa, look at this. So look at all the neutral golds that have spawned in this tiny little corner now. I guess because that typically happens here or here. But because that's on the edge of the map, this is just the corner of gold now. There's also 2 relics there. There's also gold elsewhere, so it's not like that's the only spot. But it's a weird one where the water is going to be important. The middle is going to be important for wood for both. So they might end up taking this forward wood line, but then the gold over there. So a decent amount of adaptation is going to be needed. Now, we added a pond to this version of Acropolis. Normal Acropolis for years has always had... Well, sorry, it's always had the pond, but it never really had any fish. So it was just a useless puddle. And so I was like, well... Since Acropolis is an old map, and since we already have maps that play out standard landish style, I figured let's spice it up a little bit. And I thought maybe we would see some docking here, but I did not expect that we would see the amount of docking we have seen. So a big part of the Lithuanians being strong here is the fact that they can go to wood a bit earlier, and they're more flexible in that regard. But Berbers are your more typical pick. This map is normally dominated by scouts. And so scouts and then cheap camels, cheap knights. And then it's also a good cav archer map, and Berbers have camel archer. Like, Berbers are a top tier pick here. Yeah, I would imagine they're going to scout far away from where the opponent is. I don't really think they're going to encounter each other. So this feels like even a forward tower situation. You're so close to your own base. You could move forward in tower and then just walk right back to your wood line if you're DauT, for example. T90, do you really think that Dravidians are better in late game than Hindustanis? It depends. It depends on the map. But, like, in that scenario, absolutely. Amazing trash units, cheap bombard cannons, and you have 2 different choke points to fight through, and there's water. If it's, like, Arabia or something, where there's so many different avenues for attack, it's probably a different situation, but... in that situation, I always felt like Dravidians are more comfortable, yeah. So their docks are right next to each other, which is very fitting considering their bases. So that's funny. And dock v dock, they will fight over the fish for now. DauT didn't have any bonuses at play here, so he didn't have the extra food or anything. So we've seen some players make fire galleys for this, like 1 or 2 fire galleys, and then it transitions into other things on land. But this should be better for the Lithuanians because this is a crazy build from Liereyy, actually. What in the world? Honestly, this might fall into the category of going up too fast. I don't think Lierey's going to be able to afford much when he makes it to feudal age. Liereyy is actually scouted with the cow over here. And so he'll know about those golds and the wood there. That's a really big deal. DauT is not scouted with the cow. And now DauT finds the hill. Okay, so they found that they're close. Listen, the previous game was 2 hours. I think we're going to see some scrappiness from DauT here. I think we might see Vills come forward, towers, Vill fighting, spears. Like, I don't think a clean game is very conducive for success here for DauT. 3 fishing ships for Liereyy, 2 fishing ships for DauT. DauT scout sees the Vill is leaving. And Liereyy, we'll see if he builds a mining camp here, but sometimes players just walk back and forth so they can get 2 fires. Because you're not going to spend the gold on anything else. Lierey's up faster, which you would expect from the Lithuanians. So he gets the first hit. And then he can get to his own hill as well. There's not an easy situation here for DauT. He's trying to get hill hits. But the other scout is faster, so this scout is doomed. The only other thing DauT could have really done was to just bring his scout back to his Vills to save it, but he decided to move up the hill. And so DauT loses scout, and here come the Vills. Yeah, you just know. You just know. It's this close. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I think this is absolutely the play. Oh, man, good hits there on the scout. And, ooh, okay, Lierey's going to bring his own Vills to fight this back. DauT deletes the tower. And Liereyy will make the 2 fire galleys. So he will kill the fish, defend the fish. Fishing ships on shore fish is still... That's still eco. That's still helpful. DauT won't have that anymore. But DauT has faster Vills. And DauT, oddly enough, is known for being really good in Vil War. It's wild that that's the case. Because normally you'd say Liereyy. Oh, God, Liereyy traps him. DauT, run. Oh, no. DauT just got played. Was so good from Liereyy. But yeah, I remember Tato pointed it out to me. He's like, no, watch. DauT's insane with Villager Micro. So, DauT hasn't killed any eco yet. He may be able to get her. Oh, it'd be so disappointing to not get that Vil. He doesn't get her. But he is towering the wood. And that whole wood situation is really awkward for Liereyy now. I don't know, though. I mean, Liereyy will have skirms for the spears. Liereyy still has wood income here. Still has food underneath the TC. Still can go to berries. DauT needs army other than spears. He needs aggression other than villagers and towers. And he's building the stable now for scouts. Oh, wow. And he's also going a defensive tower. I like that. So he's mining stone. Okay, I just didn't see he was mining stone. Well, Liereyy scouted this region, but he didn't really scout this region that much. I guess you can see this wood line. So that would be the wood line to take now. Smart move from DauT to wall up the tower. And Lierey's expecting there to be 0 towers here because you can only afford 1 tower at the start. He'll see the stable from DauT. He'll know what that means. But he doesn't see the tower yet. Counter-attacking spearman here from DauT may actually kill a Vil. There's a weak villager there. Nope, Liereyy saves it. 5 OKD for Liereyy, by the way. But he's had more TC idle time than DauT, so the worker count's pretty close. Eco upgrades are also pretty good for DauT here. The fishing ships aren't adding a ton like it would on any other map. And more spearmen now coming forward from Liereyy. Yeah, because he knows it'll be scouts. DauT doesn't really have the scout numbers to group up against that right now. Feels like that'll take some time, too. Yeah, Liereyy canceled his second fire, which is pretty smart. He queued it at one point, and then I guess he realized that he was going to win anyways. It's just small things, man. Like, I'm never canceling that second fire. I'm just like, whatever. I got other things to worry about here. DauT tries to snipe the skirm. And won't get it. Still is yet to get a kill this game. And now scouts are coming here from Liereyy. The tower's not up yet, and the tower will be denied. Pain. Liereyy, give him a break, bro. Give him a break. He just won't stop. Oh, nice quick wall from DauT. Oh, my God. Oh, man, nice save. Sick save from DauT. That was beautiful. Save the Vil. Also, 2 units go down for Liereyy. A 3rd unit will go down for Liereyy to the TC. DauT's plan might be camel archers, so tower defense, staying on stone makes a lot of sense there. There's only 1 spearman here, and it's very weak, but it got a kill. DauT's fighting back with Vils. I think he'll get the tower up here. He should get the tower up, but really nice control of Lierey's military here. And this should be, because it's Liereyy, perfect eco behind. I mean, just look at that. The only thing is the wood eco. The wood eco is kind of brutal. I don't know, guys. I mean, if DauT doesn't run into any bigger problems, maybe this is okay for him. There is a tower for Liereyy, though. Right behind the wood line. This is where DauT will fall back to his roots. He'll drop a market. He'll buy and sell. And he'll want Castle Age in a castle. Tower makes the wood pretty inefficient here. But, yep, DauT could just counter tower. That's smart. Not ideal, but then you could shoot the tower down, and then you can have 2 towers to protect your wood line later on. Liereyy has moved over to this wood. Okay. And he's always on stone pretty heavily, too. Whoa. He's also idling his TC, like he wants to go castle. I don't think he should idle just yet, though. He doesn't have the gold. Okay, he made a market somewhere. It's right there. He wants to castle drop DauT to end the series. Dude, can you imagine? Again, what better situation to castle drop somebody on Acropolis but this map? Actually, on that topic, does anyone here remember the like 1,000 elo player that would castle drop or Krepos drop people on Acropolis? It just dawned on me. I really would need to make more videos on that guy. This guy would go like... He would make like 5 skirms, 5 spears at home in feudal. And then he would send vills to stone, and then he would bring all of his army with like 15 vills, and he would drop a Krepos right here. And he'd also do it with Vietnamese because he'd know where the opponent's TC was. So he would like never leave his base, make spears and skirms in defense in case they attacked him. And then if they didn't kill him, he'd just go forward and drop a castle in their face. It was crazy. I need to find out that player's name. Krepos with Vietnamese. Okay, obviously I meant he would also drop a castle, but I hope you feel very smart. He played 2 different civs, okay? He played 2 different civs. Here come the vills. All right. This is definitely a castle drop, man. This is definitely a castle drop on DauT's face. What a way to do it, Liereyy. Now, don't be like DauT and send 6 vills, though. Can we please bring more? Bring 10. Is he going to drop the wood line? No, drop the TC, bro. What is happening? Okay, here he goes. Well, I mean, this is still fine. If that castle goes up, that's still fine. And there he goes. Castle dropping DauT. They want to make Lattice. DauT can't do much to deny that. He might be hoping the tower can range the vills. Oh, that'd be so funny. But I don't think it can range all the vills. The vills could reposition. DauT's hoping. Okay, fletching is in. Oh my god. Liereyy, don't doubt against DauT. Lost a vill, castle will go up. Okay, all part of the plan. DauT needs to evacuate. DauT needs to evacuate. DauT needs camels. DauT needs knights. DauT needs monks. DauT needs defense. DauT needs wood. DauT needs wood. I think he just tried to drop off wood there so he could build a TC real quick. And there he goes. Lattice are going to be on the way from Liereyy. Target acquired for him. But DauT's got decent enough defense here with the camels. The skirms will go down. The knight will go down. A bit wasteful here for Liereyy. And DauT might actually be okay. He's still got wood. Still got gold. Now has camels. There's a TC for Liereyy. That will complete. This game is like... obviously... higher stress for DauT and higher pressure because he's without the middle of the map right now, but he could defend and adapt to this a little bit. It will be important for him to have scouting on the right side because he really never scouted the left. He never scouted out here either. He needs to get over there eventually. I don't think Lattice are a very good move from Liereyy now, though. I think if anything, you just want to go spears or you want to go monks because the camels will counter you. I don't care if you ignore armor. Camels still do bonus damage there. Liereyy doesn't have monks yet. He would just drop TC number 3. There will be monks on the way. And, oh, man, he kills 2 of the camels there and saves the units. So we could see some healing, sorry. Yeah, smart from DauT not to get armor. I agree. Pretty smart. I really like Lierey's TC spots, though. Really nice. Speaking of, though, that's a good town center spot for DauT, so he'll gain some wood. And Liereyy hoping the Lattice can get the engagements. But that's a pretty even trade. Especially if DauT gets that final kill. And he does. Honestly, when I watch these two play, I kind of expect that not to work out for DauT. I kind of expect Liereyy to be in the better position there. Monk is going to snag the relic. And so that will add +1 attack to any of the knights and Lattice now. 3 TCs. Here's a question for my chat. Is Margugu here still? Margugu or Dragonstar, are you here right now? Likely the players that are really gonna need win other people to win against DauT. Dragonstar's in chat. Yeah, I knew you'd be here. I knew you'd be watching. He's like, let's go, Liereyy. Let's go. I mean, Dragonstar's 3 wins after 2 rounds. DauT's about... If he loses this, that will be 0. But DauT plays Dragonstar. We see that series tomorrow. Latest look to get raids. They can find a couple kills here. And I heard a conversion. Oh, and it happened right on screen. Sorry, was distracted. Liereyy a little bit distracted. DauT's mobility around the outside is really good. And DauT's going to be 4 TCs. Latest will switch sides. But the raids from DauT, the camel raids, find some nice kills. DauT, healthy Vil lead. DauT, a healthy Vil lead. And I can't help but think, what would have happened in this game if DauT lost his hill? He'd have wood, but then he'd have no TC here. Nice snipe there from Liereyy. Lierey's food eco seems a bit stronger, and he'll drop TC number 4 and TC number 5. What? Holy town centers, man. You've got a whole lot of villagers. And camels and knights underneath the TC. DauT finds 1 kill, 2 kill. Nah, it was just 1. And new latest coming over with +2 attack. Those latest will probably clear. Okay, this is officially where the latest become a problem. Initially, no. But now that they've got the extra attack, plus monks around the map to heal up, this is where the latest become a problem. So I think DauT will want to have... Well, he's doing the right thing. Camels and monks until you get to camel archers is what you want. And Liereyy will dive. And DauT gets 2 conversions. Oh, what a great trade for DauT there. Liereyy loses everything. And Lierey's also losing villagers here. Guys, DauT is finding some real damage. DauT also finds the TCs over here. He's saving up stone for a castle. That would be a crazy castle spot. DauT a 12 villager lead. Great conversions. Great consistency with his eco. Oh, man, I really think Lierey's in for some problems here. Imagine if DauT gets a conversion there. He could. He could. He could. He could. He should. Doesn't get it. Also can't heal now. This is the spot for DauT the castle. 2 golds. Oh, yeah, here come the Vils. Here come the Vils. Oh, no. I'm so nervous, man. I'm so nervous. Okay. That's a lot of camel. But there's 3 monks back here, too. And Liereyy sees this. We might see a castle from both. Liereyy will get the conversions on the camels coming up. He's going to have the hill. And now he's sending the Vils. Can DauT win the fight? Can DauT get the castle? DauT is desperate for wins. He needs an army to protect this, no doubt. Not again. Not another game. Not another DauT castle. This castle will not go up. Wait. Huh? Well, okay, it's gonna go up. Actually, it's fine. If that castle goes... it's a 91%. He needs to send everybody. Just bring them all. Just bring them all. Bring the whole eco. Who cares about farm? Oh, no. No. There's not really the biggest army here from Liereyy to protect, which is the crazy thing. But if he gets his walls up, if he gets his castle up, DauT's castle won't complete. The pathing for DauT's units are so awkward here. They made it through, kind of. It's another DauT. DauT will not complete this castle. Denied at 92%. Liereyy will have 2 castles to produce latest. Liereyy has 4 relics, so that's +4 attack. And DauT has got to be so freaking dejected right now. I cannot imagine the feeling. It just... I don't know how it always happens. Like, it happens every single set with DauT. Every single set. Like, it's a meme. Yeah, it's 100% a meme. But the meme is like... the meme is so reality now. Not that it wasn't in the past. Like, a couple more vills and a couple more clicks, and that castle goes up. And this is horrible for Liereyy. Like, Lierey's got so much eco here. And props to Liereyy again. He knew. Like, Liereyy knew it was going to happen. He had just enough. And he is going to shred these camels now. I don't think with +4 attack. It's about to be +6 attack, actually, because he's getting iron casting. DauT can't do this anymore. He can't beat it. I mean, maybe you could drop a castle over here. Maybe you just sneakily send a couple vills, but... Wow. I do feel for DauT, because Game 2 was such a crazy fight back. And he's had a much better series today than he did the first round against Sebastian. But Lierey's just so good and so consistent. And so solid, man. We've seen it. This has been a crazy series. Cross, Shoals, and now Acropolis, all very different styles. And the civilizations that Lierey's played are also played a lot differently. I mean, DauT's just going to get raided to death now. Latists are just going to be everywhere. And all of DauT's TCs... Oh, that's awkward. Most of DauT's TCs are just going to be garrisoned here. +6 attack on a unit. So it's base attack of 13. Then you can get +13 in Castle Age if you get 4 relics. And they also ignore armor. So, yeah, not a unit that's easy to deal with, even if you go for counter units. And I think it was going fine for DauT, but it all built up towards the castle. He could have gone defensive castle, so he could go for camel archers. That was an option. But he saw the golds and recognized that if a castle went up there, he would win. I just don't see it now. Liereyy drops castle number 3. Perfect spot. Right on the TC. So DauT will lose that. And Lierey's also going to go pikeman now. I mean, his opponent is full camel. And no conversion there for DauT. There's another castle from DauT. That will actually go up. But Imp is on the way for Liereyy. What a player, man. He's so good. He's so good. This was so far from easy, this game. Like, this was so close. And I think he probably knows now that he's going to be 6-0 in this group. Guys, the next series we'll see from Liereyy will be up against the other player who's 6-0. So one of those players will not be undefeated after tomorrow. That'll be huge series tomorrow. And probably whoever wins that, big favorite to win the group. And you win the group, you go directly to the quarterfinals come playoff time. DauT knows this game is over, but it's just been one of those games, one of those days. Just still fighting. And he's just sinking lower and lower into his chair in frustration and disbelief. What's worse, losing game number 2 or losing this castle, or being below Margugu in the standings for DauT? I would guess that being below Margugu in the standings is probably way worse than any of the losses that have taken place today. It just adds insult to injury for him. And Margugu knows it too, because DauT tells that to him, to his face. DauT and Margugu are trash talking constantly. So I'm not being disrespectful here. I'm leaving things unsaid, believe me. We'll see if DauT calls it. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to already. Liereyy will be an imp, though, in 10 seconds, and that would probably be the time to call it if he hasn't already. TCs are just melting, and Liereyy must be having a lot of fun right now. And the fun ends. DauT gets swept again. Again, the main thing, though, is that he got swept by Sebastian and by Liereyy. So DauT has the easier players to play next. He will have Yo to play, Dragonstar to play, and Margugu to play. But all those players have been able to snag victories thus far. So Disappointing start for DauT, but crazy storylines as DauT will try and claw his way back and stay alive in Platinum. And Liereyy just looked so freaking good, guys. I said before the series, my prediction 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, whatever I put in the prediction contest, was 2-1 DauT, because I was like, DauT will snag a win. He always finds a way. But my prediction coming into this as a caster was actually 3-0 for Liereyy, just because of how much belief I have in him right now. But man, was DauT close. Tiny little things. Game number 1, tiny little things. Maybe he defends. An extra armor upgrade or 2. Game number 2 was, I mean, that was a slog. I think that game number 2 might be longer than the entirety of the previous series. And then game number 3, obviously, I think here, like, if that castle goes up, like, let's count how many villagers he actually sent. Because my opinion is you need 10 minimum every time. Okay, he sent 11. If this castle goes up, DauT already has the Vil lead right now. Lierey's got 2 TCs here with 26 Vils. Like, this castle going up is everything, dude. Just everything. It wins him the game, probably. And he just didn't have enough. I mean, Liereyy brought Vils to attack, and Liereyy had enough army. He had every conversion, but 3 more Vils. 4 more Vils. The castle's up. Lierey's in shambles. Camel archers can come out. It's just a completely different game. Such a shame for DauT. All right. So here's a look at the group. So remember, bottom 2 spots are relegated at the end of season and get kicked down to Gold League. That has never happened for DauT. And Liereyy wins 3-0. And this is what it looks like so far. So obviously, Liereyy, Sebastian way ahead of everybody. That's only after 2 rounds as well. They do play each other tomorrow, though. So I kind of doubt they'll sweep. One of those guys is going to sweep the other. I expect it to be one of the highest level sets we've seen in Titans League so far. So that's probably like a 2-1, in my opinion. Dragonstar, after 2 rounds, has 3 wins. And so he... Marguga's upset in chat right now. He's got 3 wins, which is great. He plays DauT tomorrow. That series is huge. Like, DauT needs to beat Dragonstar. He needs to win 2-1 minimum, I'd say. Even just 1 win, it's really bad for him. And then the next round then is Yo versus DauT, then Liereyy Dragonstar, then Marguga Sebastian, then Yo Liereyy, then DauT Marguga, then Sebastian Dragonstar. But Marguga's in chat says, how does DauT have a better chance of getting in first place than me? Okay, first off, Marguga, you never had a chance at first, even though that said 0.00001% before that result, okay? You played 3 rounds. Okay? You played 3 rounds. You're at 2 wins. I'm sorry. That 0.0000001%. I appreciate your positivity. I don't think that was going to happen. But I think, like, DauT is higher in the probabilities because he has another round. So, you know, if DauT 3-0's Dragonstar, then he's at 3 wins. Then Dragonstar's at 3 wins. Then Marguga's at 2. There's a very close fight there. And then they're also super close to Yo. Like, Yo is not out of this conversation of staying alive. He's very much in it. And Yo DauT, like, Yo DauT's a crazy set considering that. And then Yo Liereyy, like, I think what would be uncommon is DauT and Yo going down. DauT and Yo going down is somewhat unlikely, but that could happen too. The odds are there. So that's what the group looks like. I'm really excited to see what this looks like when all 3 rounds are played. Dragonstar, I think his goal will be to get a win or 2. I mean, obviously his goal is going to be to get every win, but as long as he doesn't get swept by DauT, survival's pretty doable for him. I don't know that, but then Dragonstar's got to play Liereyy and Sebastian. He hasn't played Liereyy Sebastian yet. So considering Liereyy and Sebastian's form, Dragonstar, he's going to have to get more than 1 win against DauT, I think. Crazy.